Alright guys, it's Zippo here, and this video is a video for one of my subscribers, this guy, RP Ford Stang 302, I think is what that's supposed to say. This video is not on my normal topics on my channel. I know a lot of you guys are new guys, just came over because Mike gave me a shout out. This is not one of my normal topics. But I did do a few videos on forging and blacksmithing and foundry work. And this guy, RP Ford Stang 302, left me a comment and he wanted to know about how I built my forge and my foundry. So if that's something that interests you, this video is going to be just a short kind of video tutorial on how I built my forge. So if that's not something that interests you, sorry, don't worry, I'll get back to the SHTF stuff and guns and blowing stuff up. This is just a video that I told him I would throw up for him, kind of just telling him what I did. So hope you guys enjoy. Here we go. Hey guys, it's Zippo here, and this is going to be a video. I didn't have a piece of paper, and I'm just trying to get this out real quick, so I wrote it on a 2x4. This is going to be a video for GP, either Ford Stang or Ford Stang 302. He just left a comment on one of my videos about my forge, and I'm gonna show you two things in this video. I'm going to show you what I did do that worked and a few things that I would have changed. If you can see this right here, this is my forge. All it is one of these 5-gallon metal, it needs to be metal, 5-gallon metal bucket. All you got to do is cut the top of it off. Now what I did for the inner core, it's even got a little of the tape left. I took 1-gallon paint cans and I taped them on top of each other, and you need like 2 or 3 of those taped on top of each other, and you drop that down into the middle with a little space on the bottom. So I would take, you're going to do it with cement or concrete. I would put about 1.5 inches of concrete down in the bottom, and then put this in right in the middle, and then pour the concrete in the space in between. What I did is I wrapped this, I put carpet around it, and then taped the carpet on there. What I advise you do, what I should have done, do the middle part with a pier. It's like a pier form or something. It's a cardboard tube that you can buy at Home Depot, and you just stick that down in the middle. There's 2 reasons I do that. One, because it's a lot easier, it would be a lot easier to get that out after the concrete sets. And another reason is you don't even really have to get it out, because once the concrete sets, you fire up the forge and the cardboard will just burn out. So you never even really have to take it out. But what you want to do before you do that, you're going to need an air pipe. This is just a 1-inch galvanized steel pipe, and you want to drill a hole just like I have down here, the same diameter as this, so it fits really snug, and put in your bottom and then put in your pipe. I would actually get the same diameter PVC pipe or something, because it's a lot easier to remove. And you're just going to stick that 1-inch PVC pipe in all the way until it's contacting the cardboard tube that you put down in the middle. So that way, once the concrete sets, you have that air hole in the bottom. And then once it sets, you can just pull that PVC pipe part out, and your steel tube should fit in. Here's another thing that I did that you don't necessarily have to do, but I think it makes life a lot easier, and it makes using a foundry a lot cheaper. You can just fill this up with charcoal or wood and burn it. One one thing I don't have in here because I couldn't find it, you need a Coleman air pump. You can just get the little Coleman air pump that they sell at Walmart for like 20 bucks to inflate air mattresses. It's just a little air pump, and it's got a hose on the end of it, and you're just going to take that hose and hook it up right to the end of that metal pipe. That metal pipe is kind of like a heat shield for your plastic hose. So your hose isn't going right into the foundry. You've got that metal pipe and then the hose going in. What I did for mine is basically I made it where it's liquid fuel injection. You probably can't see it in the video, but what I did is about 6 inches out on this pipe, I drilled a small hole in the top of it. And what I do with that small hole is I take this big piece of PVC pipe, I put the cap on the bottom is it's sealed on. The cap on the top, it comes off, but it's not sealed on. And what you want to do with that is seal one cap on, leave the other where it's not secured on, and then down at the end you're going to drill 2 holes. One is low down to the cap as you can get on this one, and one right in the top of the other one. And you're going to insert and use PVC pipe cement to insert just a little bit of this. It's like plastic refrigerator. It's just little plastic tubing. What you're going to do is you're going to run that one from the bottom, and you're going to stick one in there and seal it off. And then you're going to take the other end of that hose and you would insert it down into the hole in the air inlet pipe. And what that's going to do is it's going to let your liquid drain out of this PVC pipe and go right in and be mixed with the air inside of that pipe and be blown in an air gas mixture, and it'll burn. And my foundry, if you do it right, you can get your foundry to heat up. You heat it up with charcoal, and then it will run just off of the heat in the foundry is enough to ignite the air gas mixture. So eventually, after it heats up, you can run it on pure liquid and not need any solid fuel. And why that's a lot cheaper is because what I use inside of this PVC pipe, I use a combination of used motor oil and gasoline. And the used motor oil, obviously, it's free. I'm fixing to go change my oil right now. And then you just cut in a little bit of gasoline because it helps it flow a lot easier. If you want to use pure oil, or you want it to burn a lot hotter, if you're needing to get it really hot really quick, you take this tube on top and it will just drain gravity feed. If you feed it, if you just have it sitting there, it will drain naturally if you use an oil gas mixture. But if you want it to burn hotter, or if you want to burn straight used motor oil that's thicker, you can take this other end that's connected to the top and hook that up to an air compressor. And all you need is about 5 psi of pressure, and it will pump this stuff in. Oh yeah, one more thing. Back in the beginning, whenever you set the concrete in between the cardboard and the metal exterior, you're going to want to just get some of this, like, I used several different things, but chicken wire or something like this, which is what I used to build my goat pen. You just want to take some of that and kind of cut it up and wrap it in there, just to add some structural integrity to the concrete form around the outside. Oh, and for the lid, you really don't need anything that extreme. What I use, you can just use any piece of metal basically. What I used was the top to the steel can. When I cut the top of it off, I just kept that top because it works great because it's already got a hole in the top so the air can get out, and it's got the handle already on there that you can pick up with a metal rod. I don't know exactly what you're going to be doing in your forge. Blacksmithing, of course, you'll need all of that, but this video is just specifically about the forge. So I know this wasn't the best video I've ever put out, but I hope this answered your question and gave you a little help.